If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
Do it again. Take two.
Take two.
You've reached Goblin and Ogre.
It's very wonderful. Yeah, good job. And then he leaves right away. Felix already checked it.
I already checked. You're in frame.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to... Lee changes something, and I hate the person... I've never told him. I hate it. I think all our filming angles are terrible.
Well, no,
All I did was take away your toes.
Well, remember, he went to film school, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He learned how to make shit terrible.
Oh, talking to your mic.
I am talking to
No, you gotta...
No. Oh.
You gotta... Almost chin. Although there's a balance because a couple people were like real comics, but they were yelling into the mic. So there's a balance. So maybe I prefer what you're doing anyway.
Well, I do project.
You do project? That's true. If you're yelling, try not to yell into it, I guess is the... Whatever. Lee, you're looking the coolest you've ever looked, I think.
Yeah, you like this?
You usually dress terribly, but I think this is like a good outfit.
Oh,
this is Lee when he's dating someone seriously.
Yep. Yeah, shout outs to her.
And here I thought it was for me.
Yeah, he's getting ready for Felix. Returning guest, Felix Joseph, who was one of like our most constant guests during the Zoom days.
The COVID days.
Yeah, the COVID days. I miss the Zoom days.
A little bit.
I think we were wackier.
You think so?
I think we were wackier. We had a lot of videos, you know.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
The videos I miss.
The
because like there was just so much fun to comment on.
Yeah.
Now it's like if we want to do that, we got to bring a big projection.
Yeah, we got to figure out. I
mean,
think
there's
about
4
it.
TVs behind.
I know
us,
I know I say we, but it's Sanker has.
I've decided I'm not going to think about it until we move into the Royal, which will be our future home.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back there.
It's the Kill Box.
Yeah, well,
now.
Kill Box.
Box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Rob Mayu. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that back.
Yeah.
That was actually that was like a perfect place to do the 200. Mm-hmm. You know, like it had a different look. And what I loved about it, I realized later, is we had the old owner of the Royal and the new owner of the place.
I can't believe how much credit I gave Lee in my head. That like when I saw Matt, the owner, show up, and I'm like, we have the old owner, we have the owner of the new place, the new space.
It was pure accident.
I know. And you know how I figured out it was pure accident? Because then you also had fucking Charlie Paradise on for some reason.
Why?
I had somebody ask me like, who was on? And I'm like, we had Matt, the former owner of the Royal, and we had Rob on together, and they talked about how the Royal ended and the future of Killbox. And he's like, that's amazing. Anybody else? And I'm like, oh yeah, Lee brought by Charlie Paradise. He goes, why?
They don't like Charlie Paradise on the pod?
I think it was just...
There's a time and a place for a homeless clown.
Homeless clown.
That is what he is.
Take that, Charlie.
He gets... You know what's funny about Charlie? Is he keeps doing the podcast, and we mostly... And I say we. It's a lot of my editing on these ones. I forget to check yours as much, but a lot of my edited videos are us insulting Charlie.
Well, it's the funniest shit. Cheers.
Yeah,
boys.
cheers. Welcome. So a lot of the videos are making fun of Charlie, and then he gets mad and he writes in the comments, "Fuck you guys."
Fuck you.
Fuck
exactly.
you. And then he comes on the next week.
Engagement.
He loves it. He loves it. He loves the attention. He loves that like we're kind of like focused on him.
Yeah,
he enjoys it. So it's all fake outrage. That's my opinion on you, Charlie.
Yeah, no, Charlie, he does it for fun, I think. But I did have a good conversation with Jacob Silva about the podcast because he had some nice things to say. He's like, you guys don't realize you're the most consistent Toronto comedy podcast that's
We realize
ever
it.
existed.
We realize
no.
That's the only thing we have going. Yeah. We're not the best. We're not the
We're not
funniest.
the best,
We're
not the
like
funniest, not
the
views.
most- yeah.
Definitely not views.
No.
Reliable. It's
Reliable.
We're a reliable pod. Yeah.
For those 50 people, we're always there for them. We're always there for them. But you know what I was thinking about today? I'm like, if we can convince every show we produce, those 50 people to show up,
Yeah.
that's a decent show.
Then that's a decent fucking show. Sure. No, of course. It's like we have our little fan base.
Yeah. Our very, very little fan base.
But it is growing. You know why? Because there's some people that listen to us in secret.
I know.
It's all quiet. They don't want to admit that they enjoy it because, like whatever this podcast is, the stain that it carries. If you say, I listen to that, I like those guys, then it makes them look like they're, I don't know.
Retards.
Yeah, retarded. Yeah.
Oh,
Our listeners are retards.
I listened to the
You
Goblin
listen to
Ogre.
that guy?
I didn't know you had autism.
Yeah. Just say you like Goblin Ogre, you can be diagnosed with autism. Yeah.
But the thing is, one thing I've realized though, and you can pay attention to like our views on YouTube or whatever for like certain episodes or videos, and this is why people are creeps in this scene, is the ones that do a little better, that give me hope, like, oh, maybe we could grow or whatever. We won't, but maybe we could, right? They're all the ones where somebody on our podcast or we trashed other people. And those are the ones that those people are checking out, is they want to see who got trashed, who got, you know?
That's the thing, is it's like, we made jokes about how this is like such a gossipy, mean girl almost podcast.
That's what we should change our name to. Gossipy
Mean Girls.
I mean, that should be a new poster.
Yes.
Like, I don't like any of the new posters that you've changed it.
Yeah.
Personally,
Our
like
heads
the
on the
original.
Mean Girls? That's a fucking...
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
All right, Shark, if you're listening.
I want to...
Of course you are. He's one of the 50.
Yeah, that's true. And he does show up. I want to be... Just if you're listening, I want to be Lacey Chabert.
Lacey Chabert?
Lacey Chabert was one of the Mean Girls.
Which one was that?
Gretchen with the curly hair. The
brunette. Her dad owned Toaster Strudels or whatever?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what it was?
I love that movie.
I was kind of embarrassed at how specific. I'm like, she was Gretchen. She was the thing.
I actually love that movie, Mean Girls.
It's a great movie.
But I haven't seen it so long.
I have never seen it.
No, like...
I have never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
Look who's got the big dick here.
Yeah. No. When I was in high school, I used to jerk off to that movie.
Which scene?
Really?
The Santa Claus scene.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Wait, no, okay, there was American Pie during that time.
Yeah. I didn't. No, American Pie was before, but yeah.
I mean, Shannon Elizabeth? Come on now. Because I just saw her recently.
Those movies I couldn't get
Shannon Elizabeth?
my dirty high school hands on. I couldn't. So
remember Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I used
to. Fuck it. Yeah. I mean, that was hot, but the only movie I ever really like fucking jerked off to was Striptease with Demi Moore.
Well, there's but I couldn't get my hands. I would have loved that. No, not even Striptease. I would have. What was the one with the girl from Elizabeth?
Flashdance. The one with
no,
Lisa from,
not Flashdance.
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, that wasn't Flashdance.
I thought it was Flashdance.
Flashdance is a legitimate. Well, I won't say legitimate. It's a shitty girls movie, but like, it's not Flashdance. It's something else.
But it's Lisa from.
No, not Lisa. It was Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell.
I thought Jesse Spano was the guy.
No, Jesse Spano.
Wait, what am I thinking of?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh no, I'm thinking about Striptease is Demi Moore. Showgirls is fucking Jesse Spano.
Showgirls.
Her name is Jesse Spano.
Yeah.
I thought Jesse Spano was the guy who's doing like hosting now.
Oh, Mario
No.
Lopez?
Mario
No,
Lopez.
he was... Who the fuck was he in that show again?
He was Slater.
Slater.
That's right.
Slater.
There's underrated, like, that show became funnier, like, later for adults because they were doing, like, the college stuff. There's a great scene where, and it's funny just to note that, like, back then, they didn't address people's races, or they didn't feel the need for that to be part of the show. When they got to the college years, they did a whole episode about Hispanic unity groups in college.
Okay.
And they were, like, trying to recruit Slater, like, Slater, you got to be part of this or whatever. And then there's a line where Zach, whatever his name is, Zach is like, he's Spanish? I thought he was Italian or something like that. Because the name AC Slater, not Spanish at all.
I haven't seen this advertisement in a while on the subway.
Yeah.
It was like a Spanish learning center or whatever.
Yeah.
But I may have said this before on the pod, like so many episodes ago. But I had a black.
You rehash your joke, so it's okay.
I had a black woman once ask me, like, just come up to me, like, where's the Spanish center at? Like the Spanish learning center at?
At you.
And I just like, yo no sé. Yeah.
I've decided I want to learn Spanish.
Why?
Yeah. Because I want to hit on girls in the Dominican Republic.
How you hit on girls in the Dominican Republic is just drop your wallet,
put it
back in your pocket. Like, oh, oops.
Yeah, hook, line, a fucking $10 bill. Yeah, you'll reel it in. Totally.
Yeah. I was telling me and my girl, we've been watching this travel guy on YouTube. He's great. He's one of those guys who he's like a very white-looking guy. He's
Wally?
from South Africa. No, Kurt Kaz, right?
Kirk, that's a very white.
No, Kurt.
Kurt.
But he's South African white, right? He goes to all these countries, but he does that thing that's the new like white guy thing to do in these YouTube travels, is that he goes to like the hood and just walks around and just talks to people. You know, like he's not afraid.
Just waiting to get robbed.
Yeah. There was a great video. He goes to Nairobi and he gets off a fucking camel into like a city center, but it's dirty as shit. And one guy holding jeans walks up to him. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's joking with him or whatever. That guy's cool, right? Then all of a sudden, the second he gets off, he gets surrounded by guys who are asking for money and stuff like that. Yeah. And then he goes with the jeans guy because that guy seems like whatever. He's like, "Hey, can you show me around?"
Yeah.
He seems safe. Yeah, he has a business. He's selling jeans. So the guy walks him around, and then for a fucking half an hour, as he's walked around the city, he's being followed by one of the original guys. And they get into a cab, and the guy goes, the Nairobi jeans guy, he goes, "Oh, yeah, it's good we're getting away. That guy probably would have killed you."
How do you know? Well, he's like a local murderer.
He's got 4 convictions.
He's a local murderer.
He does that. That's awesome.
But yeah, he go. What was I saying about Spanish? Yeah, he goes. He's gone to like Dominican and stuff like that, and he speaks Spanish, and that's what I thought. Like I want to be that. I want to like travel and like do.
There was I saw on Instagram. I forget their names obviously, but it's like it was like a couple that wanted to prove that human beings are peaceful, they're kind or whatever. So they rode their a white couple. They rode their bicycles through a certain part of Israel. I guess where Hamas hangs out.
Yeah. It's the Hamas hang.
Palestine?
Hey, Holmes.
Hamas Boulevard, yeah.
Hamas.
Yeah. And guess what? They got murdered.
Really? It's happening. You can look it up. They're dead.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, just look that up. It's so true. Which you look at the comments. Instagram comments are the best.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Instagram,
the fucking
YouTube.
Greatest.
It's
YouTube, like somebody made a video about it where they show YouTube comments are very supportive. They're very like, such and such brought me to this video.
I saw that.
Oh, this is great.
Who's here in 2024?
Yeah. YouTube actually cuts out a lot of the negative, the negative comments.
Instagram does not.
Well, yeah, Instagram is Facebook.
There's a clip that I love where it's Tom, like the cat from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
And he's flipping through a book. It's like Instagram comments be like, and it's the cat from Tom and Jerry looking, and it just says nigger. And everything, he's just laughing, flips to another page, same word, he's just laughing. I'm like, yes, because every time I see nigga, like, as a response to something, I'm like.
It's Instagram?
I just like, it's Instagram.
You know what's funny, though? That used to be YouTube. YouTube used to be really dark. Like I used to go on any video. It could be a video about, like, it's just a black girl going, "This is good nutritional facts that can help you lose weight. If you think about intermittent fasting, it's just a normal way we used to eat." That's the video, right?
Yeah.
And then there would just be racism in it,
on it
for no reason.
Yeah.
And that kind of, I guess, Felix is right. It went the wayside.
I just like it that, like, IG really does put the IG in nigga.
This is where your sound effects are necessary.
I know. I the screenshot.
Wait.
Hold
We'll
on.
wait.
We'll wait.
Fuck that joke. Next joke.
I screwed up.
I screwed up.
You always miss that part.
Yeah, well, I forget that it's there sometimes because we don't do this. I'm trying to get back into the sound effects. I got my little speaker here. I'm going to try to get back into it. I remembered why I mentioned Spanish people is because me and my girl were watching the travel thing, and he was going to, like, Colombia and Dominican and everything like that. And because he's in the hood, he's not seeing just the, like, if you see Colombia in, like, the city, like, the nice parts, you see a beautiful blonde looking Spanish girl. Like, she's Spanish looking, but she's that Argentinian, like, fucking, she looks white.
Ex-Nazi white. Yeah.
But we're looking like him walking through the hood, and you're seeing all these guys like, you know? And me and my girl were watching, and I just turned to her. I'm like, it's funny how much you forget that E looks like a fucking little ethnic loser. Like, they all looked like Lee. All of them. All these fucking jean sellers in Colombia and Sosua, Dominican.
Can I read you boys something? I just got a message from Charlie Paradise.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hey, buddy. I just a massive, I guess he's trying to say, I just had a massive seizure. And apparently my body is fucked due to malnutrition and alcoholism. I have been told I have liver.
Sorry, go ahead.
Who told him this?
I have been told I have liver damage, and I have been mentally ordered not to fight.
You're a lying gay man.
Hold on. Who's he supposed to fight? I thought. Regis's
No, that's the undercard.
So Regis's losing to Josh. So Charlie's losing to.
Yeah, we set up Regis losing to Josh. There's no.
Yeah.
Charlie is supposed to fight preeminent criminal of the comedy scene, Chris Clark.
Yeah, convicted comic.
Convicted
I've
criminal.
I've never met him, but I listened to that podcast and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's white trash.
This is we'll get back to
I was like, holy crap, what trailer did you guys find that from?
we'll get back
Oshawa, Sarnia?
he's the most white trash guy I've ever met in my life. Yeah. We'll get back to that, Charlie, because I kind of want you to reread that. But I just want to say, so this last weekend, I was at the lab, and I'm like hanging outside, smoking a cigar, whatever, and I'm talking to comics I know, and one of them is talking to these young comics I don't know, right? So I'm nice, I talk to them, whatever. One of them, it was killing me. He's probably 20 at the most. Missing tooth, same hair, same height, everything as Chris Clark. He just looks like Chris Clark like 6 years before he kind of fucking ruined his life. And I go to the kid, I'm like, do you know who Chris Clark is? You kind of look like him. And the fucking friend with him knew Chris Clark, and he goes, that's not a nice thing to say.
And this guy's missing a tooth.
They're both... They look identical.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't like. As he gets a little older, he'll eventually replace that missing tooth with a gold one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Then the
Or a styrofoam, at least.
styrofoam tooth.
Okay, reread this, Charlie. I got to hear this again.
All right, I'm being bothered. This bugs me because like both are fighters. We were talking about Regia earlier.
Yeah.
And how he's like flip-flopping on the fight. 1 minute it's his idea, next minute he's out, next minute he's in. He's currently now out. Now, our main event, Charlie Paradise, which I don't even know why he's the main event. It's just funny to have a main event, even though he lost the original fight to Jake.
It's Rocky 2.
Yeah.
This is fight number 2. I mean, I guess that would mean
No,
it would have
it's
to be
Rocky
against...
3. No, because he's never won, right?
Yeah, he's never won.
He's never
So this
won.
is a fight, even though he's not facing Jake anyway. It doesn't matter. Charlie is clearly, as much as I make fun of him, he's clearly the main event fight on any fight, unless we had like, I don't know, 2 pro comics.
So you're basically saying he's like Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
he lost to Justin, whatever. And then he's trying to
Look,
fight
unless
another.
we got 2 pro comics to agree to fight, if it's all these guys, like our guys, Charlie's going to be
Which two pro
the main
comics
card.
would you like to see in a fight?
It'd have to be two comics who don't like each other, but I would like them to be somewhat athletic.
I wouldn't mind watching JJ fight. Who would I
JJ's
want
in
to
New York now, though. But
well, he can.
yeah.
He's making New York money. He can fly here. Quarter's like $80. Come on now.
I don't think
JJ probably fights horribly.
Oh, that's what I
Can
want
you
to see.
picture his stance? Like, it probably looks really gay. Like he has like probably a faggy punch.
No, he looks like that fucking the fighting Irish guy. He has that
Right.
chin. Yeah.
No, he has something.
But he was a baseball guy. Maybe he was. We could ask him. If
He
he's
would
ever
just
been
have an ugly way
in
of
a
fighting.
mound fight.
I wouldn't mind. Who's that Filipino comic that's super funny?
Ernie?
Ernie, yeah.
Ernie?
JJ
No.
and Ernie. JJ
Ernie's
versus
not
Ernie.
fighting.
I know he's not fighting, but
I don't wanna see Ernie
JJ 's
fight.
I don't want to
not
see
fighting,
Ernie
but
fight.
I don't want to see Ernie get hurt. I like Ernie.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Ernie's not gonna get hurt.
yeah,
I'm
let's-
on Ernie's side. Ernie's gonna beat the shit out of JJ.
know what?
I say it. I put my hands. I put $10 on Ernie.
JJ Kyle Lucy. That's what I'm in my head.
No, different weight
Well,
class.
no, that's unfair. Kyle will kill him.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
I would like
Kyle's like
he has some training. I
Muay
would like
Thai.
to see. I would like to see bare knuckle Lucy versus Halsey. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be a closer fight. You're right.
That would be fun.
Yeah. But anyway, Charlie is
Lucy
clearly.
versus Ian would be a good fight.
Ian would fuck up more people than you think. He's
No,
a
I know.
fucking-
My
Ian
money's
looks
on
like
Ian.
he's got farmer
Ian?
retard strength.
Yeah.
Like
He's
you'll
got-
kick him in the head and he'll be like, and then he'll just choke you.
Yeah. Ian's
Yeah.
a problem. He's
Ian's a problem,
One of
yeah.
my favorite guys. Big problem, I think. If he
Our producer?
if he gets into- our
Our
producer,
official producer
our
is
official
a problem.
producer, our producer, who I texted about
lives in
being on,
Scarborough.
and he just never answered. That's our producer.
That makes him like
He ignores
That's what
text.
makes me like him even more. We gotta do the farm cast, dude.
Yeah. I'm really excited about
Ooh.
the Farmcast.
I wanted to do a car cast.
Oh,
That was the one I was actually the most
I-
disappointed about.
people like the CarCast
I
way
love
more
the
than
They
car
do?
cast. Yeah.
my video with Ian did all right
Yeah.
from the CarCast. People like the CarCast.
Oh man, that seems
Lee
awesome.
hates the CarCast.
I hate the car cast. I don't know why. I think it's just like
It's definitely
You
cheap
can't
looking.
drive.
He's reminded of what he can't do.
that might be it.
Reread that.
I want to
Passenger
be
princess?
I want to be behind the wheel. Yeah, I think that's it.
reread the Charlie email. I want to hear
All
this.
right, this
again.
one
Let's
is-
dissect this.
Fucking.
Okay, so
asshole
he has
said.
liver damage.
He goes, "Hey, buddy, I just had a massive seizure, and apparently my body is fucked due to malnutrition and alcoholism. I have been told I have liver damage, and I've been mentally ordered not to fight."
Okay, how much? What's the probability that you think when he typed in seizure, he meant to write shit? I just had a massive shit.
I just took a massive shit.
took a
I
massive
can't make
shit.
the fight. That's in 3 weeks.
I looked at the color of it and I realized that I am malnutritioned and I have an
mean-
alcohol problem.
Like, I fucking doubt that he got told
They're
this
all
by
lies.
a doctor.
They're all
Obviously
lies.
not.
They're all
Obviously
lies.
not.
They're all lies. But I will say, even if I wish it was true, because I was thinking about it. Look, this is a ridiculous event. It's nonsense. No one should be doing these things for us. Although, if you want to sign up, please let us know.
Yes.
Email
Listen,
us.
there's no weight class. Like, Lewis sent me that. He's like, is there
Yeah.
even a weight class consideration? I'm like, no.
No.
Lewis
Like-
versus Shark. That would be a good one.
No, let's break up friendships. Prescott versus
Come on.
Shark.
Prescott.
the two most whipped people you know, right? Their wives are their coaches. Talking shit about them. You little small dick motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, that could be fun, but they wouldn't be up for
I
it. Lewis
texted
is-
Lee today
Get
that
their wives to do coaching.
Yeah.
I texted Lee today that I basically admitted I really like Lewis, and Lee just laughed. No, here's the part that's making me laugh, and I wish this Charlie thing wasn't a fucking absolute lie. Is I love the idea that if you think about what he's saying is our stupid event that nobody gets paid for and nothing is whatever. He had seizures, went to the doctor. They told him he has liver disease.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the doctor, well, but I have this big fight coming up. Do you think I
still do the fight?
Can I still do the fight?
He's such a liar.
That's why he's lying. No one would ask
When
the
the
doctor.
doctor asked him, do you exercise? Oh, well, I run from subway station to subway station. I go from Ossington to Bayview. to Christie once.
The doctor's
They
like,
shut down all of Bloor because of you know how big Bloor is? It's like one of
Yes.
the biggest streets on the planet.
I listened to that. That was such a fucking lie. I couldn't stand it.
This is why we post Charlie, why we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get enough of Charlie, is because he's so fucking, he's such a liar. Where are you off to?
How much was that annoying you? That was bothering you from the minute Lee touched the camera.
No. It wasn't that.
Don't lie.
It wasn't that.
That's fair.
It wasn't that. It's that I have suspicions of a battery issue because I charged
It's
all
always the battery issue.
I charged all the batteries.
Yeah.
This is very unfair. We've recorded the last 20, no battery issues.
Sure.
And still, when I show up, Lee goes, "Is the battery okay?" And I'm like, "You fucking cunt."
And every time you tell me yes, you look annoyed.
Yeah, because it's been
Like,
20
yeah.
now.
It is.
It's been 20. Yeah, no, he's such like that. They shut down all of Bloor Street because I was being arrested
I was
by
so
SWAT.
drunk. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not.
Okay. SWAT. Like there were helicopters, and we just got 2 helicopters. The city of Toronto just got helicopters.
I forgot he said that.
A month ago, we have 2 helicopters. Yeah. So before that, apparently helicopters were chasing Charlie Paradise. Beyond that, SWAT. We don't have the budget for cops to patrol the streets, and there's SWAT going down for
SWAT.
Charlie Paradise.
Exactly.
None of it made any sense.
None of it makes sense.
And it was insulting to career criminal Chris Clark.
Oh my god.
Career criminal. That's a lot
Career
of C's.
criminal.
Chris Clark.
Chris Clark. That's a lot of C's.
Jesus Christ.
It's insulting that he sat next to him and talked about his
yeah.
yeah.
His
Does
illegal-
anybody- I think she's asking, you want a drink or something?
Oh, no, I'm okay right now. Thank you
I
so
will
much.
have one more.
Sure, I'll have one more too. Yeah. Whatever this is.
Yes.
Yeah. Felix got me the lamest but most delicious beer ever is those orange.
Dude,
sliced
orange
beers.
beer is delicious.
Delicious.
Man. What was that? A spiky-haired one? Shock Top?
Shock
Shock
Top.
Top, yeah.
Shock
Shock
Top is
Top
so
was
good.
so good.
Shock Top is so good. Shout out to our sponsor for this podcast.
I got
Shock
called
Top.
gay a couple times for ordering it.
It is gay. A fruit beer is gay.
It kills the gluten people.
But it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, but I've never been fucked up off it.
No.
You know, I can't, I don't know, like, I have to get fucked off just regular tasting booze in order not to be so sick. But if I got, like, wasted, hammered, blinding drunk off an orangey flavored thing, I'd be disgusted with oranges for, like, a few months. Just because,
How many oranges do you have in a year?
like, 0.
I gave you a year.
Like 0. I don't think I've had an orange in 4 years.
Yes. And I bet you can still beat your cousin in tennis.
Yeah.
Hey, she just won. Your niece just won. I saw it on the news.
She didn't. Shut
Yeah,
up.
she did. No, she did. She did. It was on the news.
It's so rare that it's on the news.
A local failure. Layla Fernandez wins her first.
Her favorite uncle my ass.
news.
Breaking news. Layla wins 1. No, I was actually like, as much as I play the game on the podcast or whatever, I was happy for her. I was sitting in a bar and I look up and it says Layla Fernandez beats whatever, and I was like, aw, you get him, girl.
She's doing great things. I was just kidding, baby. I love you.
She's not listening. You think she's one of the 50? Could you imagine she's one of the 50? Oh, my fucking primo is a loser. Or Tio. Yeah, because you're your uncle.
Imagine this is like her hype up thing. She's got headphones on, listening to Goblin and Ogre right before every match.
Before every match.
No wonder she loses.
She's one of the 50.
She's about to, we recorded this now. She's about to play, and then she goes, he doesn't have fucking seizures. Charlie's lying. Charlie's lying. You know what's funny about beer? I actually thought about this recently. I think I've said this before, and I'm such a poser, but I want to be an alcoholic again.
How are you not an alcoholic?
Yeah, how are you not?
I don't drink anymore. I have like 1, 2
Oh, wait,
drinks.
Charlie's calling.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit.
No.
Yo, wait, Lee.
Yeah.
Wait, just stall him for a second. Do you have a plug, like an auxiliary plug, like
I don't think
like
so,
a headphone jack?
No. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's coming
Like,
up.
Who told you can't fight?
The specialist doctor at Trillium Hospital.
What's their name and address?
It's at. What's the intersection of this hospital? It's here, Ontario and
Dundas.
Here, Ontario and
No, it's like Queensway.
Queensway and Dundas.
So you're at the
Queensway,
hospital
Ontario.
right now?
Queensway and here, Ontario. Yeah, I'm here and they're keeping me overnight.
Okay, but how about ask them this: if you only get punched in the head and not the liver, can you still fight career criminal Chris Clark?
They really don't want me doing anything like this because apparently the issue that caused the seizure was alcoholism and malnutrition.
So just start eating and drink some orange juice. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you got 3 weeks before the fight. You could beat this thing and then get beaten by Chris Clark.
The doctor goes,
Charlie, you don't know me. I'm a very big fan of the podcast, but I'm also a licensed nutritionist. So I can help you lose weight and at the same time get back into a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, you'll regain your liver with this guy. Just don't.
They're saying there's legitimate
there's nothing you can do.
problems with it.
With the liver, but like, what does liver have to do with the fight? Like, unless like we're kicking your liver and stomping on it, there's no reason why you can't just jump in and fuck up
Because it
Chris.
has to do with my heart too, because it's potassium, sodium, magnesium, electrolytes, malnutrition, and dehydration.
Well, a good nutrition plan will help you deal with all of that. Like the first thing we'll do is start with some lemon, cucumber, and ginger. That will clear out your colon, remove some of the toxins, and then we'll start purifying.
It'll clear out all the cum you got in there.
All right, well let's give it a try. Let's see how I feel, and ultimately I'll be making my own decisions. But I've never had a medical problem this serious before, so it does freak me out a little bit.
Okay.
All right, yeah, just sleep on it, and like, how about next week we'll get drunk at the park and talk about it.
I'm not allowed to have anything to drink.
Oh, okay.
Under any circumstances, they say that at least for the next 6 months, I'm totally off of it.
Ask him if he legitimately asked them if he's allowed to fight.
Did you actually ask them if you're allowed to fight?
Yeah.
You're the best.
You're a good guy.
I fucking love you,
You're
Charlie.
a good guy. Thank you for
You're
asking.
the greatest ever. Anyways, man, we'll figure this whole thing out. Take it easy for now. And, yeah, I'm going to give you our good buddy Felix's contact because he is a
licensed
nutritionist, which is what you need in your life, I think. You don't need doctors. They're going to lie to you.
You just need fruits and vegetables and parboiled rice.
And no more gay sex. All right, buddy. You just feel better about yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, so talk soon, buddy.
Later.
What was that?
He's about to kill himself in the doctor's office.
Whoa.
I'm in the hospital.
Does he work in Mississauga?
Brampton.
He works in Brampton.
Yeah, dude.
Brampton.
He got some financy job.
Okay.
Okay, then what's he doing at Trillium?
I guess like it's kind of on the way.
Far?
I'm assuming, I don't know this.
Maybe the
obvious,
incident happened
on the way to whatever, and then he got taken to the hospital.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel bad calling me a liar. That felt so real.
It was real
was
because you
real.
could hear the shakiness in his voice.
he's like,
He's like startled, like he's shook.
yeah. He should be. Because he
He had a massive shit.
he he does though. They're like, oh yeah, I have to change it because the doctors asked him, what is your diet, and he said vodka and pocket cheese.
Right. Pocket cheese.
Jesus.
Like,
Which is legitimately
Yeah.
his diet.
yes, he didn't lose. Here's the thing, he didn't lose weight because he just like, oh, I ran a lot and I David Goggins my way into like losing weight. He got poor and would only eat bologna and cheese and shit like that. That's what he told us. So he lost. Of course, you're not taking in calories. You're gonna lose weight if you're eating like bologna and cheese.
No, but you are taking in calories though.
Well, no, you are. But I'm saying like you're never gonna take in enough calories off of bologna and cheese if you can only afford 1 pack a day. The thing will tell you there's only 1,000 calories in that whole pack, so that's 1,000 a day. That's you'll lose weight, but not in like a healthy.
Yeah. But that, like, I mean,
News coming in: Charlie is dead. All right. Well, we're taking.
so where are we gonna have the wake for this homeless clown on Gerrard Street or church?
Somewhere under a bridge.
We'll mafia body him.
Meet us on Saturday under the gardener.
Roll him
This
up
is
in
so
the carpet.
embarrassing for us, man. We had a full fight card
Yeah.
available, like we're like ready.
We had 2 fighters.
We had 2 fights, and
fights.
Charlie now apparently through medical advice can't participate, which I'm sure he will.
Okay.
And Rija is
The flip-flopping.
a flip-floppy bitch.
You
Yeah.
got to think of someone who would fight Chris Clark. That's the thing.
Fabian.
Fabian
No.
would.
Fabian
Fabian
would.
absolutely would
Well,
fight Chris Clark.
I had to talk to Fabian about it. I was just like, I'm like, oh, you saw the posters or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. And he kind of mentioned like about him fighting. I'm like,
Yeah.
but this is funnier. Like, here's what it is.
No, but you got Spanish heartthrob versus white trash.
That'd be pretty sweet. I mean, we just fucking cancel everything, and it's just Chris versus Fabian now. We need a fight because Jake is down for it. It's $30, I guess, to like rent the place out for an hour.
You should get a female fight. Get Artemis to fight somebody.
No,
Artemis versus Peanut
it's
Guy.
it's $30 to rent what place? Halsey's Gym
Halsey's Gym for an hour. Yeah,
for an hour.
yeah, it's for an hour.
Fuck. We should just record
it's
there.
$10 covers. So and he said, I'm like, what's the capacity? He's like 20. So it's like we can make $200. So how about this?
We're gonna have to rent it for 2 hours.
How about this?
So
we
pay $140.
Yeah.
what we taking at the door, it's divided. We donate the money, one for whatever whatever medical condition
Goes to Regis.
God gave Rija. Yeah.
Yeah.
We donate to like a clinic
Okay.
like that.
Hey.
I thought his dad gave that to him. Like beating him into a scrambled egg.
What happened is his dad. That's what happens when you try to pull out but don't pull out in time.
Right.
Risha was pre-cum. And that's what happens when you're pre-cum.
Rija pre-cum Raminjadad, whatever his fucking last name is. Dude. And the other half goes towards Charlie's medical bills.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what we should do?
We have OHIP.
I don't know.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should start a Charlie GoFundMe.
Oh yes, we should have
We
a Charlie
should.
GoFundMe.
We'll ask Neil
But he
Griffin
can only
about.
spend the money at the LCBO.
Yeah. we get him a GoFundMe, and then we get him a gift card for the
LCBO.
That is fucking horrible.
a gift card to the LCBO and McDonald's. Oh my God, poor guy. Oh my God.
That's what best friends do for each other.
Okay, well, more to come, but I want to find a replacement fight, but let's hope Charlie for the next 6 months stays off alcohol and does his very darndest to get healthy. Seizures. I'm gonna have to look that up after if that's like kidney.
I saw a woman
liver.
once
that'd be kidney.
Yeah,
I saw one
that's
once
kidney or
had a
liver. He said liver, right? 'Cause
Well, no, it's alcohol-induced seizure. It's like when you get overly dehydrated.
Yeah.
Right. If your diet is completely based on fucking cheese,
bologna and vodka.
yeah,
Vodka. Pocket cheese. Don't forget pocket cheese.
Vodka technically has some water in it.
Yeah.
But alcohol just like dehydrates you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
sweat it out. When you run out of water and you're dehydrated, you have a fucking seizure.
I saw a woman at a water park once have a seizure, but
great.
she was on the steps, so she was vibrating down the steps, so her head kept bouncing off like different steps.
No.
I laughed.
Oh, could you imagine she goes down and she's in that 8 tube where you can fit 2 people? Imagine feeling someone's seizure behind you with their legs.
Oh. Hey, stop fucking me. Quit it.
Music.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we wish Charlie the best. I hope you know what? Could you imagine like talking to like Charlie talking to his doctors, and he's like, "What's your diet like?" And then he just shows the doctor a clip of last week's episode of him ordering 12 warm beers from a burger place.
I mean, that's cause for concern, but I mean,
But then there's 51 viewers now.
man, I feel, but I feel bad because like he did sound frightened on the phone.
Yeah, no, I feel
You
bad.
know?
I 100% feel bad. I wish him the best. I don't want anything bad happening to any of our monkeys. So, you know, I wish him the best.
Speaking of monkeys and travel,
Yeah.
I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram looking up deals for vacations.
Uh-huh.
So then it showed me that I can go on a round trip to Costa Rica and back for less than $300. Then I went on Airbnb to look, you know, how much it is to get a place there.
Like a villa.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody in Costa Rica lives in tree houses. I'm not joking. Every Airbnb I found on fucking in Costa Rica, treehouse.
I think he's calling your people monkeys.
He's Peruvian.
Oh, I thought he's Costa Rican. Costa Rican.
They're all Bart Simpson. Fuck it. I mean, let's be honest though. Like the thought of like, I don't know, like spending a night in a treehouse is kind of appealing.
No, not in the
Kind
jungle.
of. Not in the jungle.
Not in a fucking jungle.
Swarm with snakes and spiders. Yeah.
The Amazon jungle doesn't have anything except bugs and shit. To
That's
kill
like
you.
such a appeal to white girls, I think.
Yes.
Like a white girl
Yeah.
trying to find herself because she's been cheated on too much.
Oh.
By Lee Fernandez.
I'm not like that anymore. Man.
Oh,
I'm
you're
happy.
a good guy now.
I'm happy
All
with that.
right, wink, yeah.
My girl right now, she told me a story that I couldn't remember from last night.
Yeah. I'm sure that happens
So she
often.
told you a story that you couldn't remember from last night.
Yeah, it was like we were on the train apparently. I'll play it. She sent me the voicemails.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't know how much you remember from last night, but we took the train, the train.
Yeah.
Back to Kiel Station, and there was this guy with this really weird shirt who got off the train ahead of us, and you said something like, "Oh, I think I know that guy," or something, and you're like, "Oh, I have to ask him." So you like run up to him, and you're like talking to him. I can't hear your full conversation with him, but it went something like, you're like, "Hey man, do I know you?" And he's like, "No." And you're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a blank guy. You said a name, but I can't remember, like I didn't hear the name." And he goes, No, definitely not." And you're like, "Are you sure? You really, like, you look like that, like this guy." And he's like, "No, I'm pretty sure I'd know if I was." And so you keep going. You're like, "No, you were on the news today, like wearing that shirt. You were saying that trans people all deserve to die. Like, I'm pretty sure that was you." And he's like, no, yeah, I haven't worn this shirt in like 3 weeks or something. And then he's just like, you can tell he's trying to leave you because you're making him look bad in front of people.
Or you're a crazy person talking to a random stranger.
And then you come back to me and you're like laughing. You're like, "I just made that guy feel like a right-wing extremist." I was like, "Yeah, you're a fucking psychopath." And then you just started laughing. It was really funny.
So
I love
that
the
was
Mexican
our
people
night
in
last
this
night.
story. But the country of Mexico is killing us.
That's so that is a funny story because imagine you're walking up to someone and like, "Hey, I know you, right?" "Oh, no, I don't think you do." "Yeah, you're that guy. You raped a girl. You know, we joked
the
about
news.
it. You know." You hate black people.
She was telling you to stop.
You telling me to stop. I'm
And
like,
we were all
stop.
laughing.
I'm like, you Jeff, stop. And there's like people all around the subway car.
I fucking forgot about that because I was so drunk.
Yeah.
And now when she re-mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that now. And the guy, I just remember the look in his eyes of like, stop. Like he gave me a stop, like look.
Yeah.
Like,
please stop.
No, you're mistaken.
I get off of this train every day. Please stop. These people see me every day. Like I'm home from work
I'm
every
a
day.
respected
Please
member
stop.
of this community. Yeah.
You
I
were
pay
wearing that
taxes.
shirt. Dave Chappelle was right about trans people. You remember that? Yeah, come on.
I just watched this shirt. No,
Dude, my job recently had a, I didn't know it was like a meeting for, okay, like somebody tells me there's cookies in the meeting room.
That's the only way they get leave to show up to meetings. There's cookies.
Yeah.
They don't say
hey,
it's a diversity
Yes.
meeting. No,
we
no,
have
cook
Lee,
cookies.
we have taquitos in
So,
the
I-
break room.
I walk by the fucking like the boardroom, and there's a woman like waving me in. I was like, yeah, come in. I walk in and I see the cookies, but then I look on the screen, and there's a big pride flag waving on it.
Yeah. I see the
I grab one cookie and leave and run away. And I sit back at my desk and I realize I'm the only one back at my desk. Everybody is still there during the gay Pride
shit.
Month meeting.
Oh shit! They're like, oh, I get paid not to work and listen to some people's songs. Oh great, yeah, no, free. And I get free cookies. Fuck it, I'll do it. Whatever, I don't care. And this motherfucker is like, oh, it's Pride? No, I'm gonna go back to work. Give me one cookie, one.
I look like the biggest
all-
homophobe. I looked at the screen, saw the flag, grabbed the cookie, and laughed.
Oh my god, fucking loser. You look like a dumb homophobe.
Yeah,
Even the
just
smart homophobes
A
are like,
stupid cookie craving homophobe. Yeah.
There's cookies in the big. He's also such a child. Cookies.
Ooh, cookies. Ew, gay.
Okay.
Did have an experience with what we considered the MILF.
All right, those are the only Lee clip I have.
you don't have the poison one?
Oh, that's not Lee talking, but that's just
No,
the
that's
guy.
the
Yeah, I
better
do
one.
have it.
Yep, I put the poison in her.
That's still one of my favorite. That and
Fucking show.
that's the best parrot of all time. That's so fun. Do you think your coworkers know you're a piece of shit, or they don't? know?
Yeah.
And I don't mean like a bad worker,
No,
because that's like everyone.
There's a guy that basically the dude that got me the job was like a bisexual dude.
So Fabian.
Don't screw this up for me, Lee.
Like, I think my 2.5 week into the job, he was talking to me about his gayness.
Yeah.
And then I just told him, all right, I don't know, gay shit makes, like, I think it's gross. And he just laughed. He just laughed. And he just realized, okay, I can't fuck this guy.
Well, here's the thing. I still stand behind that. I don't. I like gay people. I think some of them are funny. I think some of them are whatever. They're cool. I hang out with them. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying gay shit, like meaning watching two guys kiss.
Yeah.
I've known women who think it's weird to watch two guys kiss.
Yeah.
Just because you're not attracted to that. You're saying gross, that's funny to say, but you're just like, it's weird to look at.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to watch like a dog licking another dog's ass. It doesn't
It's
mean
sickening.
I'm
like,
against it.
There are women that don't like watching other women
Oh,
kiss. Unfortunately, we love watching other women kiss.
You know what? Less
I don't
guys.
even like watching straight people kiss. Like you
It's
walk
terrible.
in public and they're like
terrible.
so affectionate, like ugh.
Ugh.
But when I see two dudes do it, I'm very visibly like,
Because it's so intimate.
it's
A little
so,
bit, yeah.
You know what? Here's the truth about straight men to gay men, and this is we would get along better if they understood that we just wanted better for them. When the guys who weren't gay hating, like us, like we're not gay hating, right? We thought you're two guys.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to act like you don't have to cuddle. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You guys can fuck and
Never
watch
talk to each other
TV.
again.
Yes.
Never talk. You know,
Yep.
all this kind of stuff. And then they said, no, we want to be like in love. And we're like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
homos.
exactly.
And it's not because we don't want that. We wanted you guys could have had the dream.
You could have had it all,
You
but
could
you
have
tried
had
to
it
make it my
all.
business.
You could have
and
fucked
that was the
and
problem.
PlayStation.
That was my problem. It's just like I never cared about all the gay shit before. until it was like kind of like forced on me, and I was just like, now you're making it like you're trying to get like an actual real opinion about. Like, suddenly, me saying I don't care, I don't give a fuck, isn't good enough.
Yeah.
Now you're supposed to go, I love it, I think it's great.
You have to have a stance.
Yeah, and I'm like, but I don't think that way.
Yes.
I just don't care. And now
I
that
don't
you
care.
forced me to think about it, I think it's disgusting. And if I'm like, that's just my opinion. But I'm not part of your fucking community, so who cares what I think? But you
Yes.
have this opinion.
Who
and-
cares what Lee thinks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
50 people. Well, 51 with the doctor.
Fair enough.
Could you imagine Charlie dies?
By the way,
I'm imagining it right now.
that doctor sounded very Indian.
Lee, I'd rather you. Are you going to get a drink? No. Go get it. Tell them you can put it on my tab. Go get yourself a drink. We got 10 minutes left. Yeah, get yourself. It's cool. Go.
I got this one right now.
Everyone support Rival Sports Bar, one of my favorite sports bar. I'm gonna have my birthday.
It's the best place on the Danforth.
You're gonna have your birthday here?
Oh.
That'd be so sick.
I missed
Yes,
my. So
yes,
I'm gonna
we
have.
gotta-
I'm gonna
yeah.
have a redo of my birthday, and I'm gonna have it here. This
How
is
old are you turning?
I'm 35 now.
Oh, you're
Nice.
35 now.
I've been having contemplative
You're older than
thoughts.
Jesus.
I'm older than Jesus was.
You made it
Older than
over
Pac.
Jesus. Wow.
Older than Pac. Older than like
I'm
a
proud
lot
of
Who
you,
people.
gives a
buddy.
shit about those guys?
Yeah. No, I've been having thoughts about like being older, but not sad thoughts, but thoughts like you're 35, man. All right. Let's figure out life. This is the starting point
Of figuring out
figuring out life.
a forever thing.
Yeah. But
What's your first adult goal that you're having now? Now
Honest-
that you're 35.
honestly is to make money off of events. That's what I want to do is make money off events like
so
this.
you're
this
going
Charlie
big.
thing.
You're going big.
going not like not like you can start small, but this is what I learned.
Well,
I was
I mean,
talking.
like first, a lot of people go like, you know what? I want to shit at one time during the day. I want to be regular.
Charlie, I want to survive without seizures. I'm sorry, Charlie. I hope you live. I hope you do your best. No.
Can I do your eulogy?
Yeah, you can.
I don't even know you.
You can. Oh yeah, we get Felix to eulogize Charlie Paradise. He's never met him. No, I've been having these thoughts. One thing, I had a conversation with Lee. You know Aiden Long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden Long's a good dude, whatever. But he's talked to me several times about like, and it's sad, the fucking shit Toronto, Canadian, not even Toronto, the Canadian comedy idea. You're not making, even if you're booked by yucks and stuff like that, half of those people, 75% of them, have fucking day jobs like we do. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. What's the difference is just, yes, they're more respected and liked than us.
And the ones that don't have day jobs that are just comics here are losers. Like they're actually doing it, but they don't make enough money.
No, they
No,
don't.
Comedy,
they're barely
like-
above the poverty line.
and they're unemployed. So even the
So-
ones that we aspire to be like are almost kind of like
Yeah.
fucking like, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? You're not like living a great life as much as I admire them for their whatever. This is two thoughts I was having recently. Is one, I was talking to Aiden and he was just talking about like the only way to make money in this comedy scene is to just, you have to put on your own shit, which sucks because there's a lot of comedians in the U.S. They're just funny and they get booked and they pay enough for rent. You know, even if it's just scraping by, they get enough for rent. That doesn't exist over here. You
No.
gotta put on shows, events. You gotta do fucking.
Dude,
you gotta
even
get
if you're
Charlie
on a fucking
killed
CBC
in the ring.
like TV show, you don't make enough.
It's insane.
It's fucking wild.
It's insane that
Yeah.
people. I see them on CBC and I admired them, and then I realize they're at the same shit show that's paying $50 with me. Why are you here with me?
Yeah, Bobby Summers had like some fucking
I don't know who that
opportunities.
is.
He's a gay comic.
Okay, all right.
Who had a big crush on me? I don't know. If he still
Oh,
does.
that's adorable.
And
who doesn't?
And he's still a big fucking loser. Like even though he's got some CB shit going, like he's like a hilarious guy. I put him on. I think one of the shows that I produced.
Yeah.
And funny dude, awesome dude. But yeah, you go like even with all your opportunities, you're still kind of
like why
bottom of the
He's
barrel.
doing your show.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be doing your show. He should be saying no.
He should be
And I
saying
don't
no
mean your
and
show,
spitting
but
in my face. Yeah.
Yes, a show of our level right now.
Yeah.
No one should be doing it, but they'll do it.
Yeah. That's why I just stick to what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Like any little spots I get here and there,
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
get booked on. This is to me my main
But
thing.
that's the thing is like because of the population, you guys are the cream of the crop, right? Like remember, 6 million people in the GTA, 6 million people in the GTA. There's 6 million people in Harlem, and that's one borough of New York City.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
I just it's so disappointing. I got paid the most I've ever been paid for a comedy gig. Yeah. Just this past weekend.
Hey, guess who I got a message from today?
Who?
Matt Baxter.
Oh,
No.
really? What did it say? How does your cock taste?
He goes. Oh, wait,
Oh, you have audio?
no, there's no audio
Okay.
with this one. But
Sorry, I heard it.
Thank God.
I'm not.
he reaches out. He goes,
he's not allowed on the podcast anymore.
Lee, it's
Really?
Baxter. What are you up
Yeah.
to? I'm like, I'm at work, and he goes like, so he asked about the Royal.
Yeah.
But then I guess he's
Did he
like,
find Jesus again, or did he lose
No,
Jesus?
he's
no,
off. He's off.
he's
He's
trying to-
off the Jesus.
He didn't find Jesus. He's trying to find a room or a couch to rent in Toronto. So to keep an ear open for him, basically, on this whole matter. And then we have just like some who gives a shit little combo
Yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth, like, so what are you been up to? How are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
doing? But no, this is the first time I actually hear from the guy.
I thought he's still kind of dating Shannon. They don't want to shack
I
up.
have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I
Well,
heard.
Oh, okay.
I would assume they would just shack up, but maybe they're just whatever.
Yeah, I don't
What
think
I
it's
know
a
is
good-
from YouTube, so
That's not a good. He's not. Look, he hopefully.
I think he's still on the wagon.
No,
He sounds
no,
like
no,
he's
no.
on the wagon.
No,
is he
he's-
off the
'Cause
wagon?
if he was, he would have asked me to like hang out and do coke with him or whatever.
So he's on the wagon.
I
There's
think he's like on and off it.
No, he's on. Yeah. Well, like which he's been before. Like he's just on and off.
I
That's
mean, he
cool.
still
He's
gets
figuring it out.
ODSP, right? I mean, we
I
still-
assume so.
Yeah, we liberals still pay for his rent. So, I mean, he's good
Us
there.
good-hearted liberals that
fucking
he
idiots.
hates.
I know.
He
Yeah,
hates
yeah,
liberals.
right.
Despises them. Yeah.
He can hate me all he wants, but I
I'm
mean, I
paying
pay
for
for
it.
the hookers that he sucks his.
That was my favorite thing from the
I
podcast.
pay for the hookers who he sucks their dicks off.
I mean, you can hate me all you
Go to a
want,
hooker
Matt.
and you suck his dick.
You know what's
Liberal
fun?
to the core.
That's funny. That's funny. But you know what's funny about that is that for a little bit we had a string of comics coming on saying their drinking or their trauma led to them doing gay shit,
Yeah.
and they're over it now. And in my head, I'm like, you guys are just all gay.
You're all
Like,
fucking
come on.
gay. You ain't over shit. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you may not want to do that again. But
You don't
guess
think
what?
we've been touched,
Yeah.
but we don't fucking
But guess
suck
what?
dick.
You're gay.
I haven't been touched.
You're gay.
I have loving parents.
and more power to you. Yeah, no, I got paid fucking a decent amount of money, and I realized it's like you got private gigs. That's the way you got to do shit gig. When people say shit gigs, they mean like I was talking
gold.
at the show that I got paid for. One of the comics I was talking was shout out to fucking really nice guy Ronnie Edwards. If you don't know him, he's like an old
He's an old
Toronto
black
comic.
man.
Yeah.
He booked me once at the Capone's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he said, "Isn't this guy your favorite comic?" I'm like, no. And then he goes, "What the fuck?" And he just walked away from me and never spoke to me again because I disagreed with him.
Well, I'll say this in his positive is two things. Is one, he talked about like about doing like private stuff, cruise ships, stuff like that. And yes, if you're a U.S. comic, they look at that like that's your life is going nowhere. But I was listening to another podcast and they were talking about it's true. Would you rather do the fucking shit HR job I'm doing now, or work private gigs, show cruises, stuff like that? I'd rather do
Cruises.
that. I'd rather do
do that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, because like the whole HR like gig or whatever is like a cruise, but it's just a sinking ship.
It is.
Of just going nowhereness, as opposed to
You're gonna
on
get
the
replaced
ship,
by AI soon.
Oh, I'm getting no. If AI stands for Filipino, then yes, that's what I'm getting replaced by.
as opposed to like working on cruises and just
Yeah.
having that experience and even meeting people. Because sometimes you'll meet somebody in some bullshit gig, and in 4 years that guy calls you back to do something.
Yeah.
It's all like
A lot of rich people go on cruises.
Well, anybody that's trying to strive for like success is opportunistic. Like even if you're trying not to like be that guy, you're kind of just already involved in that circle. So I go like, yeah, if you have, I'm sorry, but I will say if I got a decent enough offer to do a cruise like gig and live on the cruise for like a couple months.
If you did, or you did.
If I did, no. If I did, I would take it.
100%.
Even though let's say people look at that as like loser shit, I'm like, no, I'm doing it.
I would quit my job to work a cruise and fucking eat my ass on stage every weekend.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit. It's
It'd be
better.
so much fun.
It's so much fun.
Speaking of being opportunistic,
Yeah.
what happened to the Goblin and Ogre movie?
Yo, wait, I gotta stop this
Movie?
for a second.
We had a movie?
Yeah, we were gonna write a movie.
No, you were supposed to write a vampire,
pizza.
whatever.
Oh, was I
wait.
supposed to be on cocaine or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were
Let's-
on cocaine.
We need to pause this.
Well, we thought about the movie.
We need to pause this for a second.
No, we don't.
No. Just we'll get back to that.
Uno momento.
If someone's watching the camera now, and I'm hopefully going to remember to catch this clip, we made fun of Charlie for talking to his beer.
Yeah. You do the same
Last
shit?
episode. No, the opposite.
What?
I went to drink my mic.
Dude, I did that during one of the fucking pitcasts. It's one of our clips. I did this, and it bumped my teeth. We're all losers, dude.
Yeah, no, we were supposed to.
We're all just shit. Yeah,
We were supposed to rewrite and film Cannibal Pizza Party.
Yes.
Oh, true.
Yeah, which
I would love to do that.
I still want to do.
Even if it's just like a fucking short. Like
Oh,
a
yeah, like a
15
YouTube video.
movie,
No.
And we could pitch it to somebody like, hey, this is like
fucking
the
pitching it.
idea.
Just make it-
So we could get like an actual budget
Yeah.
to make, like a fucking real indie film.
We don't
That'd be
even,
great.
Like, look, we have this thing. We have 2 lights. We could film a scene.
You have extras, Prescott and Shark.
And also the fact that it's called Cannibal Pizza Party, us using this low quality of shit,
it's
is
perfect.
forgivable.
It's
Yeah. No. Everybody wants a B-rated fucking movie.
No.
Everything is just overly Hollywoodized and fucking over the top.
He would
Fuck
be a
that
great
nonsense.
limo driver in the movie.
Oh, I would love to drive. I will drive you anywhere.
If he was a limo driver character in the movie, that would be great.
He's Argyle.
As long as I don't wear a hat, I'm okay.
He's Argyle in Die Hard.
He just
What the fuck was that guy's name? Argyle. I never understood that.
he would be honestly fucking you'd be great in this. As a limo driver that sells drugs to
No, we're doing this.
the teenagers at their after party.
I've been sitting and reading scripts for fun.
What scripts have you been?
I read Training Day and I read Reservoir Dogs. Both great.
Yeah. And how does it show like the different? How does it differentiate from like screen to like script?
So there's little changes. Like Training Day, there was clearly a lot of last minute writing, or Denzel was just saying shit that they kept in the movie. Reservoir Dogs, they flipped characters like who said what. So
one line that Mr. Brown said would go to Mr. Pink, or like,
right.
That's what they
so
would do.
obvious change. Mr. Pink is the one who argues for not tipping.
Dude.
In the script, Harvey Keitel's character, whatever he was.
Brown.
I believe honestly, dude, that you and I should, and maybe one other writer,
someone who actually has work ethic and rights.
But we have to lock ourselves in a room and do cocaine.
No,
and you should never do it again after this. But we should all.
I'm sure that's a lot of people who did cocaine. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, no.
Just one
but
time.
I think that our great script for Cannibal Pizza Party would come out of all of us who's writing on it. Just do coke for 24 straight hours and write
Cannibal Pizza Party.
And we just do the script
Goblin Ogre
that we fucking
Productions.
wrote in that frenzy.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm picturing. Here's what I picture more for Cannibal Pizza Party is 5 shorts that make a movie.
Yes.
All together.
Oh, so we just
make a movie in 5 scenes.
incrementally get it done.
Get it done, and then we release.
So it's almost
them.
like a fucking
It's a
Netflix
show.
series.
Vignette.
Like
Cannibal Pizza Party.
It's
the
a
series.
vignette.
The series, because the movie
a 5-episode
Yes.
series.
A 5-episode
awesome.
miniseries.
Yes.
And some actors quit throughout the shit, so we just replace them with someone who kind of looks like them. That'd be amazing.
No,
We
then
fire-
it needs to kind of look. You have like Charlie Paradise one day, and then Risha the next day.
Play the same character.
Yes.
Dude, that would be so
Oh,
fucking fun.
I just solved the fight.
That'd be so fun.
I just solved the fight. We just do a flip. Infall versus Chris Clark.
No.
Risha versus
Charlie.
Yeah, retard body versus retard body.
Barely holding on.
Barely holding on bodies.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle, barely holding on.
Yeah. They're just going to be hugging each other
care
on the
versus
ground.
mental care.
They're going to be wrapped up into each other by the end of the match on the floor.
This is the last thing I'll talk about is well, shout out to, maybe I can find it on my phone.
What?
You know what I found out? Our friend, do you remember Lisa Guerrero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Daily Planet.
No.
That fucking what used to be a hot babe. Yeah.
No, that was Daily Planet. Wasn't? No, it was not Daily Planet. It was
No. Inside Edition.
Inside Edition. That was actually one of the first or second episodes I was on, where we listened to the guy who got his wife was fucking two 13-year-olds, and then got the 13-year-olds to shoot.
The failed fucking assassination.
That's still one of the best.
Oh, that was one of my favorites.
That's still one of the best. Oh, I've been watching. You know what's creepy about me? I've been watching. There's
a lot of things creepy about it.
but this is one of the main ones.
Hold on, do you dye your beard?
No.
Yeah, it looks like it.
No. The red has gone. It's all white now.
Oh, it's all no.
I'm saying it's all white. All the reds are white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was a temporary. Says no. There's a new show on Netflix. It's called Missing or something like that, right? And it's basically they cover stories, real life stories. It's like watching First 48, but a missing persons all the time. Yeah. And I've realized I'm such a creep because I watched like 4 episodes or something like that, and all of them, you found out they were either found or one of them, the guy was dead, but he just had an accident. He did too much meth, and he fell in the woods, and he died. Like, he wasn't a thing. And I realized I was such a creep because I watched all 4 episodes and was disappointed that none of them were murdered. Like, I was like, oh, they're not murdered? Oh, fuck this show.
So you're watching it with the hope that, like, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Like, they were all killed violently.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if that makes you a creep, though.
You know what? Like,
I don't know if that makes you like creepy
a little
because
bit.
like we all have that.
Yeah, because do you remember there was like that serial killer in Toronto that used to round up all the gays and then murder them?
Bruce McArthur?
Yes, chopped them up and put them in people's like gardens and shit.
He was in
didn't we try talking about this not too long ago?
He lived in my neighborhood that I live in now.
Oh,
he's not he was not far from here.
So
like
you can probably dig up some of you can probably dig up a gay body on Danforth near the Rival on
Rival Sports Bar.
Town. Boom.
Favorite bar of Bruce McArthur.
Yes.
Happy Bruce McArthur month.
But like that part that he killed, we had a Canadian actual fucking serial killer.
Bernardo wasn't a serial killer.
Yeah, he was. He killed.
Was he a serial, or was he just a murderer?
I don't know much about Paul Bernardo. I've heard of him.
I think he might fall into the serial killer category.
Bruce McArthur was a serial killer. Paul Bernardo was a serial rapist.
But he killed like 2 people or some shit.
Yeah,
or
but I don't think it was on purpose though.
He killed his Homolka's sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was I think because she found out.
Talk about a fucking ride or die, bitch. Hey, let's rape and kill your sister.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I want in a woman.
But you know what?
Let's rape and kill your sister. Yeah. Okay, but how do I look in this dress?
Yeah. I don't want to actually do that, but I want somebody as dedicated, which I think my girl is. As dedicated as Homolka. Ride or die. Ride or rape.
Ride or rape.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bumper sticker.
Yeah. Fucking great.
No. That Bruce McArthur was right over here. I don't think he was leaving the bodies around here though. I think he was working job sites or something like that. And
what would be your method of getting rid of a body? Like if you're either like a serial killer or you just killed somebody.
Honestly,
how would you?
Since I saw Breaking Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I never changed my mind. I
Acid?
never thought back that whole
Barrels?
acid thing. Yeah, the barrels. Yeah.
Since I saw Snatch, it's always been about finding hogs.
Yeah, the pigs.
Pigs.
Keep falling in mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
But then that means I have
Charlie
to take the
Paradise.
teeth out. You know, I have to take the teeth out of the bodies or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not good for the pig's digestion.
Oh, poor pigs.
Yeah.
You know what? Just driving on the highways and being a trucker for all these years, just dumping them off the side of the highway.
Little by little?
A little by little. Not even little. Even just throw them off whole.
thing.
The whole thing. Doesn't matter. OPP sucks balls. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
But
get your
you can
shit
away with
together.
it, yeah.
I was actually going to play this Lisa Guerrero clip, and I had it prepared and everything, but we're at an hour and 10 minutes.
Who gives a fuck? It's raining outside. And I don't
Let's
wanna walk
play
my
the
car.
Lisa Guerrero clip.
Okay, and here, all right. I'm very excited I just shout out to Lisa Guerrero.
Yeah.
Lisa Guerrero has some big news, although it came out last year. We didn't cover it, so this is coming out, you know. So shout out to Lisa Guerrero. You know, the Goblin Ogre loves you.
Here on Inside Edition, but today it's her own story that's drawing attention. She's just written a new book in which she shares some painful personal moments as she was building her
Of
career.
not being the hottest woman on her story.
A memoir entitled Warrior.
It really hurt.
Guerrero actually means warrior.
Guerrero means warrior. Well, I mean, there was Eddie.
Oh yeah.
There was Eddie Guerrero.
She said, I named it Warrior because in Spanish, Guerrero
means warrior.
Means warrior.
Oh, she's a hack.
She's a hack. And they're talking about her struggles.
Yeah.
She was like a fucking Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
And got a news anchory type job.
Yeah.
She's fine. We're not
really
going to feel
well-
sorry
she
for
did
this
well
fucking
for
ugly
herself.
bitch.
Ugly, but
She did great for a seven.
This mediocre
she's
whore.
mediocre. She's mediocre.
She's
for
fantastic. She had a great life for a seven.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sevens out there that would
nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I'm honestly,
She's like the female Mario Lopez.
Exactly.
I always wanted to meet her fucking producer for her news stories
Yeah.
because this guy, I know it's a guy.
Yeah, it
This
has to
guy
be.
was fucking hilarious because he would put her in like, look at these hot girls over here.
Now
And
watch
then
this
former
aging.
aging whore Lisa Guerrero covers. And then one time they had the audacity to put her with the current, like, whatever, they were Dallas Cowboy or
Sure.
LA
Oh, yeah,
Rams.
yeah.
They put her in a story with the current girls and put her in the uniform.
It's so cruel.
She's got this fucking 50-year-old mom body next to the fucking
Or do you remember the one where
girls.
they were like a Florida or Miami pool place? And there was just like hot girls everywhere, all fake body, and everything. And there's like Lisa Guerrero in a suit.
And why
in
did
a
it have to be
pantsuit.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders?
Yeah.
They're like the richest sports team in the
hottest-
world.
Oh,
They
yeah.
only hire the hottest.
hottest
yes.
girls.
And you put her,
They
an
have their
aging
own Netflix
fucking
show.
Hispanic, next to these fucking gorgeous like 10s. That's great.
I honestly, the
And
producer.
the year they had a 7.
In Spanish. And when I was little, my mother was...
Story of the Warrior.
That's her name of her book.
The warrior,
She calls her book
the aging warrior.
Dallas 7. She's a Dallas 7.
Oh my god.
Poor Lisa. Shout out to Lisa Guerrero. We love you.
Yeah, we love
Yeah,
it.
we love you.
I was
best.
8, she was 29. But before she died, she pulled me aside and she said, Lisa, never forget that your last name is Warrior.
We'd just like to ask you about
Lisa
why you
Guerrero
wanted
is
to
famous
fly
for
the
her
human
investigations on Inside
Oh,
Edition.
she's famous for the Goblin Ogre podcast.
Lisa Guerrero, famous for being mocked as a 6 or 7 on the Goblin Ogre podcast.
And spoken over.
Here, Lisa, stand next to hotter women
Like a true warrior.
like a true warrior.
that you are.
Yeah. Fighting the fountain of youth, Lisa Guerrero.
Every
underdog.
useless report that you do. Yeah.
She hasn't done one important report. Ever.
Not once. Not once.
Isn't it embarrassing to call yourself a journalist and you only do like people are drunk at a park stories?
Right. Or squirrel racing.
Squirrel.
Like, it's just like the who gives shit.
There's a turtle on the golf course.
There's a turtle on the golf course stories. Squirrel racing.
Let's
That's
send Lisa
fucking
Guerrero.
hilarious. Squirrel racing is so funny.
Dude.
All right. So for the podcast, more to come on the Charlie. You know what? We're going to stay. If you want to hear about the health situation of Charlie Paradise, we're going to open a GoFundMe to support Charlie Paradise. If you want to hear about how Charlie Paradise is doing, you can hear it right here on the Copeland and Ogre podcast.
Reported
if he dies,
by
you'll be
Lisa
first.
Guerrero.
Reported by Lisa. We should have Lisa Guerrero report on the Charlie Paradise
I
health
like that
situation.
if anybody donates, we're spending the money on an LCBO gift certificate for Charlie.
Guys.
I can't drink. Shut up, Charlie.
Dr. Olstein told me.
No, we wish you a speedy recovery. And Regia, just grow some balls.
And I am and not licensed nutritionist. That's
Yeah, and shout out to Charlie for even fucking asking his doctor, "Can I fight?" After having a seizure.
How did that even cross his mind?
He's probably
to
on
be
the bus.
like a question.
Because he's dedicated, and
Yes.
I really appreciate him more now.
We love you to death, Charlie.
Drink some water.
Yeah.